All right, late last week, we heard that the Houston Texans settled 30 of the suits that were civilly filed against them in the Deshaun Watson case. So they settled all 30 of them. Does that affect the Deshaun Watson cases? Does it tell you anything at all about the Deshaun Watson cases?
It won't have any impact on Deshaun Watson's NFL disciplinary hearing because the evidentiary record in that proceeding is already closed. Judge Robinson held a 3-day evidentiary hearing 2 weeks ago before the Texans ever reached any settlement with these various plaintiffs or accusers. So the only bearing it could have, if at all, on Watson would maybe there could be some further discovery in the civil lawsuits against him, the 4 that haven't been settled, but it's not going to play a role in the NFL disciplinary process as it pertains to Watson. Now, the league can and should investigate the role that the Houston Texans played in this, larger alleged course of conduct. I mean, if they were setting up the reservations, booking the hotel room, providing the massage bed, preparing the NDA, which is probably the most the most guilty of actions, that they were aware that maybe something happened and they were trying to provide cover for Deshaun Watson. Well, they had an obligation as an organization to sort of apprise the National Football League that there may have been some alleged misconduct. They certainly or may have had a duty to come clean to the Cleveland Browns during the trade discussions. Do you think it might have bore somewhat on the trade asking price if the Browns were given all the information from the Texans that were in the Houston Texans, superior knowledge? It might have affected or altered the willingness of the Browns to trade for Deshaun Watson. I think they would have traded for him anyway, but it may have given the Browns a little bit more pause, or at least an argument or a counter negotiation or some ability to say, wait a second, we're not going to pay 3 number 1 draft choices because what you're telling me now tends to support the allegations that have made against Deshaun Watson. So if we're going to take on this added risk, take a player who's likely to be suspended, and you were part of this alleged course of conduct, maybe we shouldn't, maybe we walk away or we don't pay 3 number 1 draft choices. So it really bears upon the Houston Texans' culpability before the National Football League for conduct detrimental to the integrity of the game of football. I mean, the first call that Roger Goodell should make is, to his league investigators to investigate what role, if any, the Texans played. Now, the fact that they've entered into settlement agreements with waivers and releases with each of the individual named plaintiffs doesn't prevent the NFL from investigating this. And the NFL should investigate this, because if they're investigating Watson for his alleged primary role in the underlying conduct, why aren't they also investigating those who've allegedly aided and abetted it?